Have you used it in like spiritual health in any way? Like journaling or devotional or anything like that?
I I don't think I've gotten into that side quite yet, but it sounds like an avenue that I definitely should go down. I feel like I've never even really thought about to use it as a journal or like a voice memo type thing, and it sounds interesting to me. So I might look into it. But no, I don't think I have. Have you?
I've started to a fair amount. I mean, I've heard like a few podcasts talk about it, and it's cool in the sense like I said, it can read like huge files, and you think of okay, it has the whole Bible memorized in all these different formats. So like, hey, I need to look into scripture about this specific topic, or what's the historical context of this book of the Bible, or something like that. So I think with Bible reading, it can be a good way to break stuff down like that. I think also, yeah, using it as like a sounding board, like for ideas, like figure out. I'm trying to think of an example, like here's where my gifts are. How can I use them appropriately, or here's what I'm struggling with. How can I be better in this area? And again, it should be a tool. I don't think it should ever be a replacement as like using it as like the voice of God. Like there's
Right.
some stuff that should probably just be prayed about and getting discernment that way. But I think, yeah, just a place to help you process your thoughts a little bit more. I used it, we had at Embrace, like Adam challenged us to figure out, like, compare our lives with the life of Jesus and figure out where it's similar and where it's different. So I plugged that into ChatGPT. I was like, hey, we got this challenge. And so I need you to help me figure out, like, how Jesus lived and what does my life look like, and compare the difference between the two. And it gave me like a 7-step exercise of like, I'm trying to think, I think I still have it pulled up. So like his faith and spiritual disciplines and his relationships and his purpose and mission, character and virtue, the use of his time, service and sacrifice, emotional life and responses, and then obedience and surrender to God. So like 8 different topics. And that's like, here's what Jesus looked like in these areas. Now tell me what you do. Where does it look similar? Where does it look different? And then it gave like action steps of how you can improve in these areas. So, I mean, I probably took like a half hour to hour to do that. And again, it was like a lot of back and forth, but that was really helpful in a lot of ways because, again, it was pulling straight from scripture, those things. So like, it's not just making it up, it's pulling from like the Gospels. And I think it was really helpful in that way. So, I mean, just doing exercises like that, again, just as a sounding board, and just if you don't have someone to dialogue with, just a place to get more dialogue and put your thoughts on, not paper, but write your thoughts down and get something back. So just a
That's
few
cool.
examples.
Have you seen any of the Wes Huff is his name? He's been on like Joe
Yeah.
Rogan, and that dude's like a walking AI. He's so smart.
Oh,
The way
he
he
was on.
recites all the historical stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah, he was on another podcast,
He was
another
on Andrew
comedian.
Schultz.
Yep, yep. Listen to that. Like they were. It was kind of cool because they were guys who weren't Christians, or like a lot of guys not like surface level knowledge.
Right.
And so they were asking questions that like anyone would have questions on, about like basic stuff, like why this, why that. And it's like, yeah, being able to pull from scripture like that, or like the historical context too. I think that's really cool. That's something I've been trying to get into more, is like just trying to understand the historical context around stuff. Like I'm in Isaiah right now. And so that was like 600 to 800 BC, like learning more about that era and like what prophecies were predicted, and like what came true, like actually came true, like Babylon taking over and cities getting conquered and stuff like that. And so it's cool to, like, the Bible can be hard to read sometimes, and I think it makes it more digestible if you like understand what a specific verse is referencing or what's actually going on in the world at that time. So I think again that's where ChatGPT can be helpful. But yeah, being able to pull like that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's good, man. I like listening to him. He was on Rogan and Schultz. So yeah, if anyone wants a good podcast to listen to, those are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.